Sonny, you said earlier that you were disappointed with how you guys were playing at home. So I guess how much does it mean to you guys there?
Yeah, we needed to play well. We got off to a good start tonight and played pretty well through most of the game. Got on our heels a little bit defensively in the third quarter. But and had to kick some field goals early offensively. But I thought it was a good, solid football game. To me, the biggest thing for our football team is we've gone 2 weeks in a row without turning the ball over. And so that's been such a point of an emphasis for us that's just been it's good to see that. It's good to see all the work that you put in and the players put in to understand kind of how important that is. And we created three turnovers on defense, which was awesome. Won the turnover battle 3-0, and so that's a big part of the reason we won the football game. So it was good to play well at home. Seemed like our guys were dialed in. Had a really nice week of practice. Guys were excited to play. The things that we talked to them about were really important. Felt like it was really important for us to get off to a fast start tonight, and we did. And so we played pretty clean football. So I was glad to see it.
You talked about UCF being a complete game in the first half this year. Was it more of a complete game in the first half, you think?
It was. I thought we played pretty well. Yeah, both of them played. We played good. For the most part, the first half. Wish we would have finished better, obviously against Central Florida, but we did tonight, and that's a good football team. We have good players. It's a lot of the same guys that played in the Big 12 championship last year, and I know things haven't gone their way, but they're a talented team and a scary team. Honestly, I was concerned all week, just about their ability to go out and play really well. And just like I said, proud of our guys for getting off to a good start, and I think that was really important. And credit to Oklahoma State. They play hard. When they haven't shown any signs of quit at all in them, and thought they played really hard tonight.
That's 6 wins. Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. Getting bowl eligible is big for our program. We're still, trying to develop a little bit of an identity. It's kind of been big swings, and we don't want that to be the case, long term. And so, it's going to be a lot of extra practice time and, things that we need. Now, our goal is to finish really strong. I think it's important for this football team to finish strong. I think we've said it over and over again. I think we're a good team. I think we're starting to kind of hit our stride a little bit, hopefully. I think it's a good time for an open week. We get a chance to heal up a little bit. We hopefully get some defensive players back that have been banged up a little bit, which will help us for the stretch run the last 2 weeks. And we get to play Arizona at home, and that'll be another tough game.
You talked about the no turnovers. That last drive of the first half, Josh was 8 of 8 through the air. How big was that for him?
Yeah.
Just the way he played.
Yeah. I thought, you can tell that we're starting to take some strides, offensively, and guys are getting more settled in and executing at a higher level. And, you're starting to see more precision, and that's really what you want to see. To me, it's about being able to go out and execute at a really high level and be precise with, routes and throws. And that to me is kind of the magic. And it seems like we're starting to hit our strides a little bit in that regard.
Over 6 yards of carry tonight as well.
Yeah, that was big. Obviously, Jordan's play helped, but that was big. I think we were running the ball better. We ran it pretty consistently. Tonight we called a lot of kind of RPO stuff where we didn't run it into a bad box, and so that helped us a little bit with our average, and ended up throwing the ball probably a little bit more than we wanted to, but it was a little bit of a heavier box, and so we didn't want to run into bad numbers.
Pretty impressive with the takeaways tonight, especially getting Ollie Gordon to fumble the football. How big was that for y'all defensively?
Yeah, I thought early, especially big. Because we had missed a field goal, and then we kind of got down the red zone twice, and had to kick a field goal, and then missed a field goal, and kind of let them hang around for a little bit. And I thought, to me, that getting that turnover, when Ollie fumbled was huge. And we did a good job stripping the ball and recovering it, and that, to me, allowed us to separate a little bit and take control of the game to an extent, which I thought was really important. It's a big momentum play in the game.
You guys were down 3 players in the front seven. How impressed were you with that unit to be able to keep Oklahoma State?
Yeah, I thought they played hard. I thought we did. I thought we, we played hard. Oklahoma State, to their credit, kept running the ball, and it paid some dividends, especially, like I said, in the third quarter and early in the fourth. But, we were a little depleted, but I thought our guys played hard. I thought we tackled well. I think that was the big thing. We didn't give up any big runs. I think number 80's a really, really good receiver. I mean, Presley's that guy's one of the best receivers in the Big 12, and I thought he really played well tonight. I thought Bowman threw the ball well. But we got off the field with the turnovers, and then we got off the field some on third down as well. And, we were fortunate enough to be able to score points and at least drive the football, when we needed to. And I think we only punted once, and that was late in the game. And so, I was pretty proud of the consistency that we played with on both sides of the ball tonight. Thought we played well on special teams. Thought we covered kicks well. Had a good little, I think, 31-yard kickoff return. So I thought we did some good things on teams.
Coach, there's a lot of good playmakers in the Big 12. Everyone talks about Travis Hunter being the most versatile, but what do you think about Savion and just the way he's been able to be versatile for you guys?
Yeah, I think, look, the sign of great football players is that they do what they have to do to help their team win. And Savion does that. I mean, we've asked him to do stuff that he hasn't really done since high school, and he's never hesitated for 1 minute doing things that we've asked him to do. And it takes a toll on him physically. He shows up on Sunday and can barely get out of bed Sunday, and then by about Wednesday he can practice a little bit. And and he's done that, has never wavered. And that's what great players do, is they do whatever they have to do to help their team win. And he's been a incredibly unselfish player, and been, I think that's permeated our program, and that's the kind of stuff that has a lasting legacy even when he's gone. Just that becomes the expectations, where guys, put their teammates first and play for TCU, and that's what you want. So I think it's been incredibly valuable just from a big picture standpoint. He's also a really good player, obviously, but just the other stuff, has a lasting impact.
How much do you think the ability to run more balanced offense helps with the less turnover?
It does, yeah. When you've got some balance and you can stay ahead of the chains a little bit, that keeps people from heating you up and pressuring your quarterback. And when that happens, then then you can stay ahead of the chains. And that's, to me, that's the big thing. We didn't have a bunch of third and longs, and fortunately, when we did, we were able to get the ball out. To me, one of the big plays of the game was, Josh completing that long pass to Eric McAllister on our sideline, early in the third quarter, and making that play and converting that third down and go down and score off of that. And that was a huge play in the game. But yeah, I think it just takes a lot of pressure off of your quarterback, where he doesn't feel like he has to make all the plays all the time. And when you can turn around, hand it off, get 4 or 5 yards, and continue to do that, then it's a huge relief for the quarterback.
We'll go 2 more questions for Coach if you have them.
Do you think the offensive line has found a little bit more consistent play?
Yeah, I think so. It was good to see some guys out there. Ryan Hughes played left tackle for us as a true freshman, a series tonight. It was good to see Ryan out there, and he's going to be a really good player, and we're excited about him. And, when he went in the game, he didn't even notice he was in there. But, yeah, I think that group is again, starting to kind of hit their stride a little bit. And I think that, playing with more confidence. I think it's a new group, a lot of new faces, and I do think they're starting to play together and communicate and do all the things that they have to do to play at a really high level. And and I think Josh believes in them, and I think they believe in Josh in terms of that he's not going to stand back there and hold the ball forever. They know that they have confidence that the ball's coming out, and he has confidence in them that they're going to give him an opportunity to get the ball out. And when you have that, then guys can perform at a high level. And as I said earlier, it takes pressure off of your offense and really off your quarterback. And so when you can have that kind of faith and pass protection, and also too when you can run the ball consistently, that makes a huge difference. And I do think the group is, as I said, kind of starting to come into their own and playing well.